All right, everybody. Welcome in. Go ahead and let us know what city and state or country that you guys are chiming in from. We have about 3 minutes and 22 seconds. Welcome, everybody. Welcome in. Let us know what city and state you guys are chiming in from. So excited to have you guys here. All right, everybody, as you can see, we have 1 minute and 5 seconds left. If you're watching on social media, you want to go ahead and go to childcarejourney.com. Join us in the chat. All I can tell you is if you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, all of those different platforms, you want to come over to childcarejourney.com because this is where all the fun is at, okay? We're going to be doing some giveaways and all types of incredible things. So make sure that you do not miss out on this. Listen, we have about 35 seconds left. We are so excited to have you guys here. I see everybody in the chat. Let's see. The cities are crazy. We have Orange, Virginia, Emerald Island, North Carolina, Petersburg, Virginia, Richmond, Virginia, Williamsburg, Virginia, Surrey, Virginia, is that Surrey County? Rhodesville, Virginia, Daphne, Alabama, Hopeville, Virginia, Chester, Virginia, Nottoway. I'm just going to say the city because there's so much of Virginia on here today. I mean, you guys are definitely representing Prince George, Atlanta, Georgia, Houston, Texas, Petersburg, Greensville, Nottoway. Welcome, everybody. Well, guess what, y'all? It's time. Hold on, let me make it a little louder. Time. It's time to get started. Well, hello, everybody. Hello. Listen, we definitely have something to celebrate because today we are here for the Child Care Journey Conference. Listen, if you guys are excited to be here, go ahead and put 1 in the chat. Put the number 1 in the chat. I am so excited to have each and every one of you guys here. My name is Taria Avant, and I am the background MC. Okay, so I'll be in the background doing a lot of the work. This conference is definitely something we're super excited about. Let me shout out everybody typing the ones. Oh, Lord, it's going so quickly. It's going so quickly. Vanessa, Allison, Gail, Vernay, Angelica, Regina, Fanny, Diamond, Nicole. I missed a lot of names. Brittany, Shannon, Priscilla, Ludia, Dr. Rhonda, come on, come on. Type the ones, type the ones. Listen, if you guys are watching right now on social media, because we are streaming on Facebook and LinkedIn and YouTube, if you're watching on social media, what you want to do is go ahead to this link right here. This link right here, childcarejourney.com, and register because as you can hear, you see all those names I was yelling out: Tiffany, Kathy, Ivy, Cheryl, Dr. Kamika, let's see who else, Stephanie, Tish. We're yelling out a lot of names because we have a lot of people that are in the chat. So you do not want to miss out on this. Well, listen, y'all. Let me go ahead and get back to the background and do what I do. I'll be back in a little while because we're also going to be doing giveaways. And so you actually must be here live in order to win and registered. So everybody that's watching, as long as you're registered and when we select your name, you're here, you're going to win some of these amazing giveaways. Okay. But this is the dealio. I'm going to step out of the way of greatness. So I'm super excited because this young lady, her idea behind this project. We got together 6 months ago and she was like, a little bit over 6 months ago, and she wanted to put together a project for those who are in the childcare space. Now, whether or not you are in it, you're a mom, a dad, or maybe you've even considered getting into the childcare industry, this young lady is an expert, okay? But not only is she the expert, but she has brought together some incredible women who are also going to be sharing their journey in this space. As you can see, we're also celebrating the book, The Journey of an Early Childhood Educator. Let's give it up. Yay! So I know they've been getting their books in, so we're excited about that. But y'all, she is a speaker. She is a coach and educator. She is a mom. She is a superstar, a wife, a woman of God, all of that. We speaking all these things, right? She is a multi-millionaire. This is me now speaking what's coming into her future because she's already built a multiple six-figure business working from home. Now, her story, y'all, she came from the corporate space, okay? So for those of you guys who are in the corporate space and maybe, you say, I want to stay home. She made a decision that she wanted to stay home and be with her children. So she left her six-figure corporate gig and launched her own childcare business from the comfort of her home. Today, she operates a six-figure business and she's also empowering others to do the same. So let's go ahead and give it up to the lady of the hour, Deshonda Jennings.
Hey. Welcome, everybody. Before I go any further, let's pause right here. Let's give it back to my amazing coach, Tarir, and her team for helping to make this project what it came out to be. So go ahead, throw some claps in the chat, throw some hearts in the chat, throw some smiley faces in the chat. Let's just give it back to Tarir. Thank you so much. Well, my name is Deshonda Jennings, y'all. I am so excited. This is the moment we all been waiting for. Like they say, today is the day that God has made. This is also today that we are having our book launch conference. First, I want to say thank you to all of the pre-order supporters, either whether you supported me or one of you supported the other amazing authors. Thank you for believing in us. Thank you for the co-authors on this project. Without your insight and your collaboration in this book could not have been birthed. So thank you. I'm holding up a printed copy. And before we get into the panel, yes, just want to say, if you have not purchased your copy, get back with the person that invited you to this book launch today and get your copy from them. If I invited you, you can get your copy from me. So let's go ahead and get ready and jump into this panel. If you're ready, type ready in the chat. Let me see some readies in the chat. Okay, I think y'all ready. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's go ahead and bring on the panel. Woo, woo, woo. Welcome. First, I want to say thank y'all so much. I'm so glad that y'all decided to take part in this project. Like I said, without your insight, your expertise in this book would not be what it is. So let's go ahead and jump into the panel. First, I'm going to start with who I see on the screen. Tell us who you are. Let's go to Brittany first.
I am Brittany Petty, and I am a wife, a mom. I am a international keynote speaker, and most importantly, outside of being a mom, I'm also a licensed professional counselor.
Listen, already before we get started, she's a wife, she's a mom, and she's a counselor. So I know her chapter is going to be absolutely amazing. Let's move on to Tiffany. Introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. My name is Tiffany Teachy. I help kids be able to excel in math and science through STEM, science, technology, engineering, math, to gain access to early college credit, scholarships, and advanced courses. I'm actually a full-time engineer who said we need to make sure these kids get exposed to STEM. So if you don't know what STEM is, science, technology, engineering, math. That is who I am.
Thank you. Did y'all hear that? Science, technology, engineering, and math. Listen, we got a school counselor in this book. She didn't even mention she also used to be a math teacher. Okay. So we got that followed back up by Miss Tiffany Teachy, the STEM expert. And let's move our way on to Miss Yolanda. Introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. My name is Yolanda Ritchie. I am the proud owner of Professional Advising and Career Empowerment, better known to many as PACE. Through that organization, we are here to truly help early educators, families, just anyone working with young children to help them realize how important those early years are and really just help them realize that everything they do has an impact on children. So we have a deep focus on taking care of your own personal mental health, your well-being, and we do all of that through fun, educational, evidence-based workshops, trainings, you name it. We're here to support you and just do everything that we can to help you set a positive pace in your life and in the life of children. So thank you. Again, I'm Yolanda Ritchie.
Oh, I love everything your organization put forth, not only to set a positive impact in your life, but for children as well. Hold that book up. I see that book in your hand, Yolanda. Let me see that book. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So now we're going to move into our next question. And I'm going to start with Tiffany first this time. Tiffany, why did you say yes to being a part of this collaboration project?
Well, I just want to say thank you, Deshonda, for even the opportunity. When you came to me and said, Tiffany, we need to get some input in here with some STEM. I was like, you're right. So when you came to me and said, let's make it happen, I was thrilled to be a part of, because why not start early? When you said early childhood, yes, a lot of times we got to make sure our kids are exposed early. So I definitely want to be a part of this project because it's getting our kids started early to learn STEM. And so thank you for the opportunity. It's a great book. It's got so many different tips and knowledge, and why not add STEM in it as well? And so that is why I decided to be a part of this project, because it's some phenomenal authors, and it's going to be some great tips that everyone needs to make sure that they take part in learning for our kids. And STEM is one of the parts that we need to make sure is exposed. So I'm glad I can have a chapter in there to allow them to be able to be a part of it.
Thank you so much, Tiffany, for your yes. Thank you for Ms. Yolanda. Now we're going to move over to Brittany. Brittany, why did you say yes to be a part of this collaboration project?
It looks like Brittany might be frozen, so I'm gonna boot her out, and hopefully she can come back in.
Okay. So we're going to come back. We can wait a minute. Let's see. Don't y'all love technology? Listen.
Yeah, let's go to our next person, and then we'll bring her back in.
Okay, so I'm going to start with Yolanda first. Yolanda, now, your chapter of your book is At Your Pace, Win Your Race. Now, with that, can you give me one tip specifically on how to navigate challenges in fostering both cognitive and emotional development in early childhood settings? Break that thing down for us.
Sure,
One
sure,
tip.
sure. I did want to share that I chose to be part of this project, just like Tiffany. It is such a great opportunity. So thank you so much for allowing that. But getting back to your question about, how are we going to handle those challenges? I think it's really important, first of all, to focus on that relationship, right? A lot of times when we are faced with situations where there are challenging behaviors or challenging ways that children learn, we need to take a step back first before we even address that and ask ourselves, what is our intent for this child? Right? Because a lot of time, if we don't have a good relationship with the child, or if we don't have a good relationship with the family, the child and the family, they feel that. They see that and they feel that, right? And I like to say that children have to be safe. They have to feel that they can trust you before they can learn from you. So I always like to say, let love lead the learning, right? Take a step back. Make sure you have a good relationship with them. And then when you have that, now you can look at what are the challenges that they're having cognitively. Where do they need more help? What are the type of things they enjoy? And you can use these things to help teach them what they need to know. Emotionally, the same thing, right? Children do not care how much you know until they know how much you care. So first, you have to develop that loving relationship with them. And sometimes that's really challenging for us as professionals working with children and other children in the classroom. But usually it's that child who is having that behavioral issue or that emotional problem that really needs your attention most. So taking time to get to know them as a child, making sure they understand that you are there to support them, not judging them, but trying to understand their behavior, that's going to be your first step. And a lot of times when I work with teachers or I work with young children, they want me to come in there and fix the problem, right? Fix the behavior, give them tips for handling the cognitive delay. But first, I have to get to know the child, right? I have to get to know everything I can that's going to help me develop a good plan of action for them. So don't skip that important foundational step. And make sure you get to know the child, right? And you can read other tips in our book on what you can do after that. But I wanted to make sure that you slowed down first and took it from the very beginning and make sure that you have that positive, supportive, nurturing environment first.
Thank you for that. So basically, what she said is it's all about the relationships. Before you can even try to diagnose through observation or anything else, you have to have that relationship with the child. That way, the child would know that they can trust you as well as having those relationships with your family. Thank you so much, Yolanda. Brittany, I see you back in, so I want to pop back up to you. And my question for you was, why did you say yes to being a part of this collaboration project?
Well, first of all, for this amazing opportunity to be a part of the Child Care Journey Conference. And I chose to be a part of this collaboration, one, because you asked me, but two, it's because as a mom of four and also being an educator, I get to see firsthand what it's like with working with our children. And I know the importance of starting to make sure that our children have a solid foundation starting out, which is so important because when I was teaching in middle school and I taught math for 5 years, I was like, man, if only we could do this earlier, if only we could set a solid foundation earlier to help our children. And then maybe they would have a different view or have a love for learning. And so I was excited to become a part of this project and really just to be able to help our parents because a lot of times we don't know what to do. And so being inside the classroom helped me expand my journey, expand my mindset to understand the importance of valuing an education. And just being
Thank you so much. And I'm glad you said yes when I asked you. So thank you again. So I'm going to come right back to you to ask you this. Your name of your chapter is Building Mathematical Blocks to Create a Solid Foundation for Our Future Learners. However, because you are a school counselor, my question for you is what role does emotional intelligence play in early childhood educators' journey? How can educators, one, support the social and the emotional well being of young learners from your counselor's hat?
All right. Well, from the counselor's hat, it first starts with being aware of yourself. When you think about emotional intelligence and the importance of recognizing your own emotions and just being in tune with yourself so that way you can share that with others. And so, a lot of times, whenever I do go into the classrooms, I'm like, hey, what happened? But it starts with you. It starts with you as the educator being in tune with yourself. You know, if you're reaching burnout or you're feeling like, okay, I don't feel like teaching this subject, the students know that and they can feel that energy. And so everyone feeds off of each other. And so that's why I love from my role being able to come in and say, hey, let's have that positive mindset. Let's take a step back.
Thank you so much. And I love that you said that before you can even begin to form a relationship with that child, you have to check yourself first. Like if you're not coming in with the right attitude, with the right mindset, how can you pour into those little ones? Like the energy you're putting off, if you're not in the right space, they can feel that. Kids can feel if you're upset about something, they can feel that. If you're having a bad day, they will even ask you, you're not having a good day? So if you're not coming into their space, they may not even going to be open to want to have that relationship with you. Like, I don't know what's wrong with her today. So thank you so much for that, Brittany. Before we finish up this panel, I have one more thing. Yolanda, how can they get in contact with you?
Yes, the best way to get in contact with me is through my website. So just go to www.pace2u.org. That's PACE, the number two, and the letter U, pace2u.org. And if you fill out the 10-second contact sheet, and just put book launch in there, right? Just put book launch in there. I'm going to have an empowering free gift that I'm going to email right over to you. So again, pace2u.org. Thank you.
Now listen, y'all showed up today. Yolanda already giving out free gifts. Y'all better go to that website and make sure you get the free gift that she got for you. Tiffany, how can we get in contact with you? What's your contact information?
Well, I'll be remiss if I didn't give a little tip real quick because STEM is important. So if you wanted to make sure your kids get
Ah,
exposed and with it, make sure you do some hands-on activities. I think that's ultimately, and you can use any of the materials that's surrounded by you. Would be definitely a way to make sure that you get them exposed to STEM and learning early. Get them to do some hands-on activities tied with science, technology, engineering, math, and make it fun. And it can be with little structures or building structures and different concepts, just with different material. So that would be one tip if I had to give a tip. Now, I will be giving a free gift as well. So if you want to get in touch with me, and if you have not seen my shirt, and if you need me to spell it out for you, STEMistheway.com. That is how you will get in touch with me because you will be able to get a free 10 STEM scholarships and organizations ebook. And so I've researched various STEM organizations that you can get your kids exposed to earlier on. And so definitely STEMistheway.com. That is the way to get in touch with me. And yes, I want our kids to get exposed earlier on. So thank you for the opportunity. That is how you get in touch with me. Get that free gift, 10 STEM scholarships and organizations ebook, STEMistheway.com. Thank you again for the opportunity.
listen, I gotta backtrack. Tiffany, I did not skip over you, girl. Listen, this is how we support each other in this space. I love how I accidentally, y'all know I'm transparent. I forgot all about to come back to you, and Tiffany had my back, so I appreciate that. So her chapter in her book is called STEM Education in Early Childhood: Nurturing Curiosity and Critical Thinking. So make sure you get the book. If you have not got it, definitely get back to one of the co-authors that invited you to this conference today and grab your copy. Now, Brittany, how can we get in contact with you?
For me, you can go to focusyoursuccess.com and you can go there and you can download my empowerment blueprint, and that will give you all the tools and the tips that you need so that way you do not feel burned out as an educator inside of the classroom. So you can feel empowered and also help your students to feel empowered and take on the world.
Thank you so much, ladies. So listen, I hope y'all writing this down. already just for showing up. You already got 3 free gifts with some amazing information. You got something for the educators from Brittany. You got STEM tips and tools. And I believe she got scholarships on there too, but I don't know if she said that. That's on there too, parents. You want to get some STEM scholarships for your kids, definitely be sure to check out Miss Tiffany Teachy. Now, Miss Yolanda, now she said she started it off today, y'all, with the freebies. So she got some free stuff. Make sure you go in there. And I believe she said put in childcare journey. One of those. I hope y'all took notes. So make sure you go grab these 3 free gifts already just for showing up today. Now, at this time, we're going to transition into some networking. So you should be able to see different tables where you can join and have a conversation with whichever author you purchase your book for. Once again, we get ready to break off and do some networking for about 10 minutes, and then we're going to come back in.
So yes, thank you, Deshonda. Thank you, ladies. So yes, we're gonna go to the lounge. So right now, if you go to like a button, if you're on your computer, it might say lounge. If you scroll down on your phone, you're gonna see something that says lounge. We're going to take about a 10-minute break. So everybody who is watching on social, if you want to be a part of this networking breakout, you're gonna have to come over to the lounge. Here is the tips of how you want to network, okay? First of all, if that was a good panel, I want you guys to type 1 in the chat. Let me know that you guys are still here. Type 1 in the chat, okay? This is how you're going to do the panel. So I'm going to probably, let me see real quick, because right now, the networking, because we have 5 rooms. So we might open it up to some more. Okay, you guys are still here. Good. So real easy tip, it's going to be a lot of people in the rooms, okay? So what you want to do is when you go to the lounge, your camera's going to cut on. So if you're not really ready to be on the camera, I'm just warning you, the camera won't cut on. But this is an opportunity to network. And so in this 10 minutes, everybody's going to get an opportunity to jump in and introduce themselves. To do things with a twist, number 1, if you are in the childcare industry, of course, let us know that. Number 2, the next thing we want to know is where do you live? Because, you could build some connections, right? And then number 3, we also want to know what is the last movie that you saw. So those are 3 unique things. Are you already in the childcare business? Number 2, where do you live? And number 3, what is the last movie that you saw? But overall, in the networking, you want to introduce yourself, okay? Now, to make it go quickly, we don't want everybody to take the whole show. You get 60 seconds or less. So whoever wants to be the timer in the group, to make sure, because, some people will talk longer than 60 seconds. So try to get through everybody in the group. So right now the time is 34. We'll round it up to 35 minutes after the hour. So that means we will be back over here at 45 minutes after the hour. So right now, all you guys are going to see is a screen with a countdown. Okay. So if you want to join us, you got to go to the lounge. For those watching on social media, you can't participate if you don't register, and come on over here so that you can see. The lounge, you can do this from your phone or your computer. So that is what's great about the lounge. Okay. If you guys see the lounge, go ahead and say, I see it. I see it. I see it. Let me know if you see the lounge. I see some people have already started going over to the lounge. So make sure if you are wanting to participate. Yep, we've got some observers over there. So you're just going to want to join in one of the 5 rooms. We've got Unity Uptown. It's Giving Gallery. Okay, Unity Uptown. We got 2 Unity Uptowns, child. Reflection Room. Just click on one of the rooms and you're going to start to see the faces and everything pop in there. All right, y'all. So we'll see you back in 10 minutes. When you come back, we're going to make sure you guys did your networking, okay? And we're going to be doing, having our very first keynoter and giveaways. So let's get into it. We'll see you guys back in 10 minutes. All right, everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. Listen, if you're watching on social, we are in a networking breakout right now. And so if you want to join us, we still have 3 minutes and 30 seconds left. You're going to go to childcarejourney.com. Go ahead and register. It's then going to send you the details on how you can join us live. So do not miss out on this opportunity. We are live. Go ahead to childcarejourney.com and register so that you can join us here live at the actual conference chat. All right. So we'll see you over there. Come on over. Well, all right, everybody. Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing? So we are definitely a little bit ahead of schedule. However, I know that we have our next keynoter that's going to be coming on in just a few short minutes. So while we are waiting on our keynoter to come onto the line, I'm going to go ahead and make sure I close out the rooms real quick just so that everybody knows that we are back here on the Chizat. All right, hold on one sec. But yeah, so do me a favor. Let me know, who did you guys meet? Let me know who you guys met in the chat. That would be awesome. And we will have some more opportunities for you guys to connect and network. Hopefully you guys got a chance to meet some people. So go ahead and put in the chat and let me know who you guys had a chance to connect with. And yes, welcome everybody else. We have Victoria, Virginia here. Midlothian, Virginia here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So yes, so let me know, guys, in the chat who you got a chance to connect with as we get ready for our next keynoter. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, I am so thrilled and excited about this particular book. If you also had an opportunity to purchase a copy of this book, so if you had a chance to purchase a copy of this book, please also let us know in the chat. All right, let us know in the chat. All right, let's see here. Let's see, who did you guys get a chance to meet in the chat? Okay, Shannon says, I met Priscilla and Dr. Boyd and many others. Okay, wonderful. Stephanie says, I met Valerie, Sergio, Brittany, and Angela. I love it, I love it, I love it. Excuse me, guys, for coughing. Let me know who else you guys got a chance to meet in the chat. If you got a chance to meet anyone in the chat, please let us know. We're going to be we'll be bringing on our next keynoter as well very soon, very soon, very soon. All right, just updating this real quick. Let's see who else. Oh, Regina says, I ordered my book. Yay! Dr. Kamika says, I got my copy. Yes! All right, Renee says, I met a lot of people and visited 3 different rooms. Okay, Renee, you better pop, hop, skip, jump. I love it. All right, Shannon says, I ordered my book too. Listen, I love to hear it. I love to hear it, y'all. Well, listen, make sure that y'all definitely grab your copies of the book because you don't want to miss out on this very, very, very detailed information. For those of you guys who've ever considered getting into the childcare industry, you definitely need to get a copy of the book, okay? So if you know any of the authors, that's what you're going to want to do, all right? So we're going to be getting ready for our keynote speaker. I don't know if Deshonda wanted to add in anything, but that's okay. I'm going to play one of our commercials, and then y'all go ahead and keep on typing in the chat as I get ready to call some of y'all out because a lot of y'all have definitely been ordering. So I'm going to play one of the commercials, and we'll be right back. So we are waiting on our keynoter to come on.
Hey, moms, educators, and entrepreneurs, are you ready to feel empowered? I am Brittany Petty, and I'm the founder of Empower You Crown Up, where we believe in empowering minds to live empowered lives. We've created mental health positivity boxes that are geared towards your self-care journey. One thing that sets me apart, outside of being a mom of 4, international keynote speaker, and podcaster, is that I'm also a licensed professional counselor. And I'm constantly in the trenches, working inside of the community worldwide to assess your mental health and your self-care needs. So make sure that you join the thousands of women who are moms, educators, and entrepreneurs who are taking a vow to prioritize their mental health today. And grab yourself a mental health, positivity, self-care box to start prioritizing you. Go to focusyoursuccess.com and grab your mental health, positivity, self-care box and take action on prioritizing you this day forward because you deserve to take care of you and to feel empowered. You deserve it.
So let's give it up for Brittany, and we have more commercials that are going to be coming up, so you guys stay tuned. So really quick, let's see here. Can I purchase my copy from Miss Sharon? Of course you can purchase your copy from Miss Sharon. Whoever you know that's a part of this project, make sure that you message them, not now, but right now. Okay, now they might be getting ready to speak, so you might not be able to, but still message them. Let them know, hey, I want to know how to get a copy of my book. Let me shout out some more of you guys. Let's see. Ivy got a book. Linda purchased a book. I love it. I love it. Kathy says, enjoying this. I'm enjoying you. Thank you. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, darling. Thank you. All right, y'all. Well, we're going to go ahead and get ready for our keynote speaker. I'm first going to bring on Deshonda if she wanted to say a few words about our keynoter as we get ready. Hold on. Let me make sure I got them set up right just so that they, I want to make sure I got, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me make sure y'all can't see the screen. Only I can see the screen. Okay, I just want to make sure I got our keynoter because I know she about to tear it down all the way right, left, and back and forth. Okay, so here we go. All right, so real quick, I'm gonna bring back on, of course, the lady of the hour, Deshonda Jennings, to see if she had anything she wants to say. And then we have our keynote speaker, Deshonda. Are you there, darling?
Here, can you hear me? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, welcome back, everybody. Listen, wasn't that networking fun? Met some amazing people. Some people couldn't even remember the last time they watched a movie. A lot of people had watched Color Purple. Someone had watched, I believe it's called Lift on YouTube, Netflix, one of those things. So that's a movie. Someone had watched a Wars movie, just all kinds of stuff. Like it's some people from Atlanta. So I did say, Sharon, definitely connect with one of the people on here today. They live in Atlanta. They're in childcare. You guys need to connect. So, y'all, I want to go ahead and introduce our next speaker. This is an amazing woman. I call her my auntie. We talk every single week. I met her a little over a year ago. Listen, I'm just going to go ahead and say it because I know she's not going to mind. She's like 72, 73. So definitely, if you don't have your notebook out, go ahead, grab your ink pen, grab your pencil, grab you some paper. You want to take notes on this. So without further ado, I want to introduce my friend, my prayer partner, my auntie from another mama, Miss Bertha Winston. Y'all, she gonna tell y'all how, listen, she gonna tell you how to be debt free. And if I can be transparent again, I know a lot of us in this childcare industry, we don't really have 401k set up. If we could get really, really honest, we don't have emergency funds set up. This next speaker, she's gonna teach y'all how to do that. So you definitely want to make sure you jot down her contact information. Without further ado, Miss Bertha Wilson.
Hello, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Oh no, now you muted yourself somehow, Bertha.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There you go. Yes, there you go.
All right, I'm so excited to be here with my friends and my coach and all of you all. It's just such a blessing to be on this platform. I mean, it's just a blessing. You all are talking about childcare. I wanted to talk a little bit about that, but I asked Deshawn, what will you have me to speak on? And she said, let's talk about finance, all about it. I wasn't in childcare, but I did used to teach. So in school. And that wasn't my call, y'all. I didn't like it. It just was not my call. And I said, God, this is not my call. So he put me in my call. It was helping people get out of debt. That is my call. Again, my name is Bertha Winston, and I help retirees and those who are planning on retiring get out of debt. Now, you're in childcare, and most of you parents, you probably have your own retirement set up. Well, I was in corporate. Hallelujah. I just retired December 29th. I'm so excited about that. So a lot of you probably may and may not have a 401k, a 401b, or TSP, or an IRA. But I want to encourage you, if you are self-employed, then you need to get those types of things set up for you so that when you finish with childcare, you will have a nest egg of retirement. So, we in corporate, we work 40 hours a week. We work 40 plus years, then we ready to retire. But guess what? A lot of us don't have enough finances at that time to retire. So I wanted to retire at age 62. and I realized I wasn't financially set. So I had to do some evaluation, and I had to get my finances in order so that when I did retire, I wouldn't have to go back to work. So that's what I want to talk about today. Again, my name is Bertha Winston. I've been working in corporate for a long time. Count the math. I'm 73 and I just retired. Thank God I was able to retire debt free. Okay. So that's my passion. My passion is to talk to those, mostly baby boomers like myself, and talk to them about preparing yourself for retirement, because we don't want to work all our lives. We do want to retire at some point in our lives, and we do want to retire comfortably. That meaning not having a whole lot of debt, so you can still live the same lifestyle that you did when you was working. And that's what I wanted to do. I grew up on a farm working as sharecropping, making $2 a day. And I did not want to do that the rest of my life. So at a certain age, 14, I moved to Washington, D.C. And after I finished high school, I started my career in the corporate world. So I'm grateful for that. Also, I had some misfortune in life growing up. If you go to when you go to my website, you'll see my book, Love Like You Never Been Hurt. I was a foster child, and when my foster mother passed, I I was mistreated. I was abused. I was molested. I was all those things that you don't expect to encounter when you're growing up, especially as a young child. You don't expect those that you trust that would take advantage of you. And that happened to me. And I could have let that just deter my life, but I decided I wanted something out of life. And I was not going to let what I went through determine my destiny. And we have to make them in our mind. No matter what you've gone through in life, there is a road to success if you put your mind to it. So after high school, I went to work for the government and got a good job. And that was a beginning of my career. So at age 62, I was thinking about retiring. And after evaluating my finances, I realized I was not financially set. I was living paycheck to paycheck, like some of you are. My credit was jacked up from the floor up, and I know a lot of you can relate to that. And some of you are still in that category. Can I get an amen? All right. My credit cards was my emergency fund. My credit score was like in the 600. I had no investments. I realized that if I keep doing the same thing I was doing, I was going to keep getting the same results. And I didn't want that. Broke, busted, and disgusted. So in the interim, I made up in my mind I had to make some changes if I wanted to retire financially free. So I started applying some financial strategies on how to minimize taxes, how to eliminate debt, how to repair my credit, and open up some investments accounts. I had no investment accounts. I had no emergency fund. I had no, my credit score, as I say, was jacked up. And I was just living paycheck to paycheck. So after applying those strategies, I have now become debt free, paid off all of my mortgage, everything except my mortgage, have several investments, have an emergency fund, 6 months to a year savings in case of an emergency. And trust me, an emergency is going to come. Your car might have a transmission problem, a motor problem, whatever. There are going to be some things in the house might break down. So whatever, there is going to be some some emergencies. I have now paid off over $300,000 in debt and counting. So one of my favorite quotes is, you don't have to be great to get started, but you do have to get started to be great. So you have to start making plans now. Don't wait until you hit the age of 62 and say, I want to retire. Then look at your finances and say, well, I have to continue to work because I can't retire now. I'm not financially set. So I'm going to give you 3 tips on how to retire, how baby boomers like myself, and maybe some of you, all of you may not be baby boomers, but you're going to get there. So why you retire with so much debt? Number one, we retire with so much debt we get because of insufficient savings and planning. Many of us, baby boomers, and you're going to get there too, in the workforce, and we work at a time when the pensions were prevalent and the emphasis on personal finances wasn't even talked about for retirement. As a result, most people don't have savings for retirement. They may not have saved enough. Sometimes unforeseen financial challenges, such as you may lose your job, you might have health issues. It can impact your ability to save. So that's why we need to start saving the first day you get a job. You need to start. I encourage early and consistent retirement planning. It's very, very important for us to take advantage of our employment sponsored retirement plans, such as the 401k, 401b, TSP, and the IRAs. Most companies, they contribute to your 401k or your TSP. And most of us didn't even take advantage of it. I follow the 10-10-80 rule, which means I pay 10% to charity or my tithes, 10% to myself, and the other 80% for my bills. I made up in my mind, I'm not going to pay all my money to Netflix and Discover and Master and Visa and MasterCard, and because after all, I'm the one working, not them. So I'm giving all my money to them and I'm not investing in myself. So the best investment that you can ever make is yourself. So starting today, if you are not doing it, start paying yourself 10% of your salary every payday. You will not regret it. By the time you retire, you'll be surprised at the money that you have. And now I don't want you to put the money in a fund where you could just go toop, 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 to the ATM machine and get it. Put it somewhere where you won't touch it, or it takes you like 3 to 4 days to get it. Because that way you're going to think about, well, do I really want this? Or do I really need to get this money? You want to put it in an investment place where you cannot be readily access to it. Like you could put it in a Charles Schwab. You could put it in a Fidelity account. You could start off with $25 or $50 if you don't want to do 10%. Well, what I did, I started late, as I say, at 62. So what I did, I maxed out my 401k. My boss contributed to my 401k 4%. At first, I was doing 10%. Then I upped it to 15%. So you got to do what you got to do. If you have to catch up, that's exactly what you're going to have to do. A quote from my mentor. Oh, the next step, high level of consumer debt. That's what killing our people. That's what taking money out of our household is consumer debt. We are all in that category, and that is a big one. Statistics says that the U.S. is the largest debt consumer in the world, and I know that to be true because every month there's a consumer wants to get your money. January, there's like tomorrow is Martin Luther King Day, New Year's. February is Valentine's Day. March is spring break. April is spring break again, and Easter. And then in May, you got Mother's Day. You got graduation. Every day of the month, there is something where consumer is taking your money. And we, as minorities in the U.S., we flock to it. We have to start taking back our money and don't let the consumers take our money. So with the credit card, accumulating consumer debt including credit card balances, mortgages, and auto loans, is a challenge for baby boomers, especially near retirement. How many of you read your credit card statement when they come? On your credit card statement, it tells you how long it would take you to pay off that bill if you only pay the minimum amount. Did you know? Research says that 50% of people only pay the minimum amount of their credit cards. That means you are really paying on the credit card and you are not paying off the card. So that means to me that you are making the credit card company rich and you are going broke. A quote from my mentor, Ivan Stokes, says, "Interest is the penalty you pay for the right to own something in advance that you cannot afford." I love that quote, and I took that to heart. I'm going to say it again. Interest, because that's mostly all we paying when we pay our credit card is interest. Interest is the penalty you pay for the right to own something in advance that you cannot afford. Write in the chat some of the things that you are spending your money for that you could probably don't need. Coach bags, Uggs, that fur coat, all those things that we spend money on that we probably don't need. So these are so you are going to make somebody rich, so why not yourself? You are going, if we keep doing what we're doing, we're going to make somebody rich, so why not ourselves? If at all possible, when you get your credit card, pay it off all the entire balance, if you can. Proverbs 22:7 says, "The rich rules over the poor. The borrower is slave to the lender." I'm going to say that again. Proverbs 22:7 says, "The rich rules over the poor, and the borrower is slave to the lender." Do we have any slaves out there? I was slave to the credit card because that was my emergency fund. So high levels of debt limits your ability to save for retirement. So do an evaluation. And when you next time you get ready to buy that high item that I just gotta have, ask yourself, is this something that I want or is this something that I need? Statistics say if you see something you want, think about it, go in the store, look at it and say, do I really need this? Then go back home and think about it. If you really need it, then purchase it. If you just want it, think twice about it because probably you don't need it. So I encourage you, pay down high interest debt, create a budget to track your spending, consider a lifestyle adjustment to free up funds for debt repayment. Seek professional advice if you have to. Just do what you have to do to get out of debt. And tip number 3, healthcare costs and insurance. Healthcare expenses can skyrocket your retirement, especially if you face unexpected medical issues. Medicaid, when you get age 65, you have to take Medicare and you have to pay for it too. I was very upset. I've been paying Medicare ever since I've been working because mostly I've been working private. And when I turned 65, I was forced, and you're going to be too, to pay for Medicare. So I was so upset, I called Social Security. I was like, you've been taking Social Security out of my check since I've been working. Why am I paying Medicare now? And she gave me an answer, but I really wasn't happy with the answer. And I didn't really like it, but what could I do about it? They're going to take it out of your check whether you want it to or not. So these are some things that you need to know about when you retire. Most of us, when you're working, you have insurance through your job. And because there are a lot of employees on the job, your life and your insurance, health insurance is cheaper. But when you retire, you're on your own. You have to find a health care for yourself. And most time it is really, really expensive. So do some research and start planning now. So if you start planning now and start researching your uh, health benefit now, you will know what you have to pay, and then you'll be saving money for it. I encourage you to do that research. Develop a healthcare budget if you have to. Consider a healthcare savings account, especially if you are self-employed. These are some things that you need to consider now while you're working if you're self-employed, and because you're going to have some kind of health insurance. That can help you avoid unexpected medical expenses during your retirement after your health care premium skyrocket. It's never too late to reassess financial priorities and make informed decisions to achieve a more financial stable retirement. So we talked about insufficient savings and planning. That's what we do. High level of consumer debt. We really need to attack that. Health care costs and insurance. So you got to have the health care and the insurance. So, Bertha, why should I work with you to become debt free? I'm glad you asked. As you can see, growing up on sharecropping, working on the farm from sun up to sundown for $2 a day, I can appreciate retiring, being debt free. I can appreciate having a 6-figure income. So I'm so passionate about helping people get out of debt, becoming debt free, because when you're debt free, you are stress free. So if you work with me, the strategies that has helped me get out of debt, I can also assist you. The Bible says, beloved, John 3:1-2, I wish above all things that thou may prosper and be in health, even as your soul prosper. And Deuteronomy 8:18 says, but thou remember the Lord your God, for it is he that giveth you the power to get wealth. So you have the power. You just got to put some work to it. The plan is for you. God said, I know the plan that I have toward you. Jeremiah 29:11 says, a plan for you to prosper, not and for you to have an expected end. So you got to expect these things, but you got to make some preparation. You got to plan for it. So in closing, my name is Bertha Winston, and I help retirees and those who are planning on retiring eliminate debt, repair their credit, become stress-free and debt-free. Life is rich, so live on purpose. So you could go to my website, www.retiredanddebtfree.com, and there you will get my 7 practical tips on how to retire and become debt-free. Again, my name is Bertha Winston. You could go to my website, www.retiredanddebtfree.com, and I will be glad to help you get to where I am. I want to thank DeShonda. I want to thank my coach. I want to thank you for your time. And I want to thank God for me being able to speak to you. Have a blessed rest of the day.
All right. Well, listen, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and bring back on DeShonda. So I know she's got a couple of things to say, but I see you guys in the chat. Ivy, Tiffany, Stephanie, let's see, Brenda, Xenia, Priscilla, hello, Alicia. So let's go ahead and bring back on the lady of the hour, DeShonda Jennings.
About her, and she's just straight up raw. She's just straight up transparent. She gonna tell you like it is, no filter. Let's put some claps and some hearts in the chat from Miss Bertha. Listen, if you have not got your copy of your book, definitely get back with the person that invited you to this launch and purchase your copy from them. If I invited you, you can purchase your copy from me. And if you didn't come on this with some notebook, paper, and pencil and pens, it's okay. Once you got the copy of your book, Miss Bertha information is in there. Miss Brittany, I know y'all saw the commercial. Her information is in the business listing. Y'all ready for some giveaways? All right, y'all. Next up on the agenda, we're going to do some giveaways. So if you're ready, go ahead and type ready in the chat so we can go ahead and pull it up. If you're ready, type ready
Yes.
in the chat.
Oh, hold on. Let me add you over here, Dashonda. All right. So I am ready. All right. All right. So what are we giving away first? Well, I got everything on the screen. What are we giving away first, darling?
Okay, first we got a $25 Amazon gift card.
Okay. So this is what we're going to do. So I'm excited about this. So the way that we're going to identify who actually won or who's going to be winning these giveaways, hopefully everybody that is here, you guys in the chat, well, you're registered. Well, hopefully when we call the names of the winner, okay? Because what we're going to do right now is I'm going to export out all the registrations, okay? So if you are registered and your name is called, you've got a matter of a minute or two to let us know I'm here, okay? So let me download the registration list real quick, Deshonda, and then we're going to get ready. So I'm excited. We got a gift card. And from what I heard, y'all, we got about 6 different giveaways. And literally all you have to do, guys, is be here. You've registered and be here. And we have over 124 people. Let's go! That are actually registered for this amazing event. So, matter of fact, hold on. I think I got to do it an easier way. Let me do it like this. Y'all, because I want to make sure. One second. I'm just going to create a quick form. And all you got to do, guys, is put your name and email in the form, okay? Your name and email in the form, just so that first name and your email, just so that we can know that you are here, only because we have so many people that are registered that we might be here all day, Jazz. Let me go ahead and put this, I'm gonna go ahead and paste this over here in the chat. Everybody go ahead and put your information in right here. I put the link right there. So y'all click on that link right there and go ahead and put your information in there, your first name and then your email. So put your first name and your email. And then what we're going to do is get ready. Now, if you're watching live, this is why we're telling y'all need to make sure that y'all go ahead and join us for these free giveaways, because there's nothing you have to pay. Right? There's nothing you have to pay to actually be a part of this. So while you guys are submitting, we're going to see who's fast on the draw. We're going to pick the first list, and y'all go ahead and submit y'all information in the chat. Submit your information in the chat, and we're going to go ahead. Let's see. Yep, you guys are not playing. Y'all are going quickly. Okay, we're going to do the first drawing, and then we're going to do another one. So y'all still put your information in. Put your information in. I'm going to pull it up. Let me pull up the screen so we can go ahead and put their name. All right. Okay. So here we go. And here we go together. All right. So first thing, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to copy and paste in. It'll be your first name and your email. And so this first giveaway that we have, remember, I'm going to add more names because I know you guys, we got over 50 people in the chat right now. So we're going to add the second names after this. So Deshonda, you said on this one, what is it that we actually have available?
We have a $25 Amazon gift card.
All right, let's do it. So $25, y'all ready? Let's go. Hey. Can y'all hear the noise? I hope y'all can hear the music.
Nope.
Congratulations to Keisha. Keisha, congratulations. You won the first prize. So Keisha, congratulations. You'll be emailed, of course, by DeShonda for the gift card. So we're going to do another one, correct, DeShonda?
Yes.
Okay.
This one
So what you got?
This is a reflections book and a $25 Amazon gift card.
Ooh, okay. Now, what's the reflections book? What is that?
This is a book by one of our co-authors, Sharon Hudgens.
I love it. Okay. All right. This is awesome. So let me go ahead and download the new list because I see some new names on there. Don't worry. I told you I got you. I got you. Okay. So let's go ahead. Now, of course, you can't win more than once. So if you see your name, if it pulls up and you already won, then just disregard. We're going to spin again. So you said you couldn't hear this? You couldn't hear the music, DeShonda?
I didn't hear it.
Oh, man. Hold on. Let me make sure I got it on. I be wanting y'all to hear the sound. Let's see. System output mix. That's okay. I don't even know. Let me see. Speakers. That's my speakers. Broadcast. All time. All right. Don't worry about it. Well, let's just go ahead and spin for the win. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Who's going to win? Who's going to win? All right. Congratulations to Angelica. Now I'm going to shift it up so that we can get some more. So that was for our book and the $25 gift card. Now what do we have next, darling?
The next one is a $25 Visa gift card.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, okay. So y'all just giving away a lot of money. Okay. Gift card. All right, y'all. So make sure that y'all go ahead and submit your information. We still have another set of giveaways that we're going to be doing. So let's go ahead and shuffle this up. Shuffle, and let's go. All right. Oh, that's right. Y'all can't hear the sound. Oh, man. Y'all missing out on the great sound. Congratulations to Brenda. All right. And then we have one more giveaway. What do we have? Let me shuffle it up. What do we got?
1, 2, 3. This is our fourth one. We have, $25 Bath and Body Works gift card.
Ooh, okay. Who's winning this? Come on. Who is winning this? Let me know in the chat. I put exclamations chat. All right, let's spin for the win. Who's going to win? Who's going to win? Who's going to win? Who's going to win? All right, Vernay, darling. Congratulations to Vernay. Congratulations. Well, listen, so that was our giveaway. DeShonda, I know that we have another panel that's coming up. We're going to get ready to do a commercial or two as well. But is there anything else that you wanted to add in real quick while we are having such a great time? The chat is on fire, and you guys are definitely plugged in. You know we love it. We love it. We love it. Anything you want to add in, darling?
I just want to piggyback off Ms. Bertha. One of the main points I took notes as she was speaking was about insufficient planning and savings. And I know firsthand that when we had the pandemic, a lot of us in this childcare industry, we didn't plan for that. We didn't have money set aside, saved. So we were looking for all kinds of resources. So definitely, if you don't take advantage of anything else, you can apply this not only to your personal life, you can apply this to your business life. Make sure insufficient planning and savings, make sure you plan for emergencies, for a true emergency, so we can be prepared. So these tips she gave us, not only do they apply to personal, you can apply them to your business life. Another thing she talked about was about your savings plan. For us, if you're entrepreneurs, disclaimer, I'm not the tax advisor, but you can definitely get you an IRA. That was one of those little 3-digit numbers and levers that she mentioned. She mentioned 401k, but for us as business owners, you can get you an IRA and you can save for retirement. That's all I got, Taria. Back to you, Coach.
I love it. Listen, I love those tips, and I will tell you, I actually invested myself into an IRA as well. Because listen, I understand the power of, us earning all this, working hard to do all these great things, and then wanting to be able to keep the money, right? So I am so excited that I've made that investment. Y'all make sure, I'm sorry, I'm multitasking y'all, but y'all make sure that y'all hit up Miss Bertha, okay? Please make sure y'all hit her up, because she is going to get you guys all the way right. Well, listen, I do want to get these commercials in before we bring on our next panel, but I am trying to make sure I get this one final thing. Y'all do me a favor in the chat. Go ahead and let us know in the chat, what is something that you have taken away as well as we get ready to pull this up. And then I know that we have an exciting panel, guys, that is about to blow you away. So go ahead and put something in the chat. Let me see what you guys are saying over here. Let's see. Ludia says ready. Zinnia says congratulations. Okay, this is for the giveaways. Kathy says great tips. Absolutely. I am with you on that, Kathy. Just some amazing tips that we had from Bertha that just made this information really, really good, especially if we're going to be over here making all this money in the childcare, right? Or for those of us who are entrepreneurs. Whatever else you learn, guys, make sure to type that in the chat so we can be able to use some quotable moments. But let me go ahead and play one of our commercials. I do have another one I'm trying to work on, but we'll play that soon. But let's go ahead and play this one for now.
Hey, moms, educators, and entrepreneurs, are you ready to feel empowered? I am Brittany Petty, and I'm the founder of Empower You Crown Up, where we believe in empowering minds to live empowered lives. We've created mental health positivity boxes that are geared towards your self-care journey. One thing that sets me apart, outside of being a mom of four, international keynote speaker, and podcaster, is that I'm also a licensed professional counselor. And I'm constantly in the trenches, working inside of the community worldwide to assess your mental health and your self-care needs. So make sure that you join the thousands of women who are moms, educators, and entrepreneurs who are taking a vow to prioritize their mental health today. And grab yourself a mental health, positivity, self-care box to start prioritizing you. Go to focusyoursuccess.com and grab your mental health, positivity, self-care box and take action on prioritizing you this day forward, because you deserve to take care of you and to feel empowered. You deserve it.
All right. You definitely deserve it. Amen.
Did you know that taking time away from technology can have a positive impact on your mental health? At PACE, we create journals, planners, activity books, and more designed to strengthen connections, build thinking skills, and simply relax your mind. We have a variety of books for children and adults, so you're sure to find something special for yourself or a loved one. Plus, your purchase helps to ensure we keep providing high-quality, free or low-cost professional development to early educators. Scan the QR code or search Professional Advising and Career Empowerment on Amazon today. You can also get our books by visiting our website, www.pace2u.org. Balancing the business of life by setting the pace is important. Be sure to take care of your mental health and grab some of our amazing books today.
All right. Y'all see I was able to fit that in. Won't he do it? Come on, technology. So listen, we're going to get ready to bring on our next panel. So we're excited. We are waiting on one more panelist, but I won't hold it up for too long. I do want to type here in the chat and see what y'all have. Vernay says, I took away a new strategy with my 10-10-80 rule. Amen. Stephanie says, self-care, savings, hands-on activities, great teaching method. I love it. Regina says, 10% to charity, 10% to you, 80% to everything else. Let's keep it simple, right? Want to do it? All right. Linda says, valuable tip. Children don't care about what you know until they know that you care. Yes, yes, yes. Shannon says, my staff always gained SO much from Yolanda's training. She is a blessing. All right. I love it. Okay. Well, let's get ready to bring on our panelist. Okay. Hold on. We lost Deshonda. I don't see her on the screen, but let me do this. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the panel so that we can just kind of get them adjusted. and ready to be on the screen. I know y'all can't see them yet, but I'm going to get ready to just pull them on in here as we get ready for these amazing, amazing ladies who are going to be sharing on today. So, all right. Yes, honey. Yes. Okay. One got her good, and got her good. All right. Uh-oh. Soon, I don't know what happened. Disappeared. What is going on? What's going on? They disappearing, y'all. Okay. Well, what we're gonna do then, Deshonda, is there she goes. There she go. Okay. All right. So we're still waiting on one other person, but that's okay. For now, we're just gonna go with what we have. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass this back over to Deshonda as we get ready to bring on this amazing second panel. Deshonda, hold on. Back to live. Deshonda Jennings, the mic is yours.
Hey. Did y'all see those commercials? Definitely connect with Yolanda as well as Brittany. They both had resources on mental health because mental health is everything. If we're not taking care of ourselves, we're definitely not going to be able to take care of the kids in our care. So we're going to go ahead and hop into this panel. Y'all ready? Go ahead and type ready in the chat. Let me see some ready. Y'all ready for the second half? Let's type ready. Let me see. I need some more readies in the chat so we can get started. All right, let's hop into this panel. Yes.
I'm not on the panel. I was just up here holding the place, but I'm going to go ahead and remove myself. All right, y'all.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started. And then if our third co-author pop in, we're just going to bring her right on in. First, I want to say thank you, ladies, so much for being a part of the project. I'm so happy that you said yes. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to start with Miss LaJoyce. Introduce yourself.
Well, my name is LaJoyce Lewis. I'm a mother of three beautiful girls and a grandmother of three beautiful boys. I am the proud owner of Lady Elton Angels Daycare in Hope, West Virginia.
Thank you. If I could just say, when I first met Miss LaJoyce, I met her on Facebook. So connections and networking is everything. And she's right here, not even 25 minutes from me. I never met her a day in my life until she reached out on Facebook, and we've been connected ever since. It's like I've known her forever. So when you're in this journey, you meet people along the way. You have the same goal, is that quality childcare. So I'm just so glad to have you here. Miss Sharon, can you introduce yourself?
Yes, thank you, Deshonda. My name is Sharon D. Hudgens, and I help early childhood professionals overcome their fear, step out in faith, and create a legacy by sharing their stories and their expertise. I'm a early childhood consultant and trainer. My company is Destiny Educational Consulting, and I've been doing this work for over 35 years now. And so maybe about 15 years ago, I started my own company and doing mainly training and consulting. So I not only impact 20 children that were in my classroom, but hundreds of thousands, maybe thousands of children every year working with other early educators.
Thank you, Sharon. And she said a word, she said the word fear. So I love how she said that she helped us to be able to overcome that fear. And not only that, she teaches us how to take our expertise and leave a legacy. We're going to go into our next question. Back to you, Ms. LaJoyce. Why did you say yes to being a part of the project?
Well, I said yes to the project, but I do first want to tell you thank you for the opportunity. It's been an amazing journey. But I chose to do this project. I accepted yes because I feel like a lot of people need to really know what, as we as childcare directors, our childcare teachers, what we really go through, and how we can be able to help our parents with the children and different stuff like that. So I really feel like the people need to know what we go through.
Thank you for your yes. And she's a center director. Once again, thank you for your yes. And she said part of saying yes to this journey so she can be able to tell what it's like. Because a lot of times we feel like we're out on islands. We don't have to be islands. It's so much like collaborations that we can do regardless of where you at. We don't compete in this field,
Mhm.
we collaborate. You know, we got Miss Brittany from the panel earlier, school teacher, school counselor, Miss Yolanda, child care consultant and coach. We had Miss Tiffany teaching kids about STEM, Mr. Joyce is the center director, and Miss Sharon. Miss Sharon, Lord, she got over 30 something years experience right there. So much we can learn. Now, Miss Sharon, why did you say yes to being a part of this project?
Wow. So, Deshonda, first, thank you for your vision, and inviting me to be a part of your project. So, number one, I joined because I wanted to do something with you in partnership, right? We've known each other for a couple of years and had not done anything together. So, that was the first reason I joined. The second reason I joined is because I am on this mission to make childcare formalized as a career. Many people don't recognize early childhood education and the people who work in early childhood education as a noble field. But let me tell you, I think the pandemic showed everybody otherwise. Okay? Without early education, we wouldn't have any other fields whatsoever. And so it was an opportunity for me to share my story, to share tips, to share information with others. And so this is not just a book for early childhood educators. This is a book for everyone, and especially for people who have young children, for people who are in the field, for people who want to maybe open up their own businesses. So, Deshonda, again, I thank you for inviting me to be a part of this project. It has been an amazing process.
Thank you, Sharon. Again, thank you for your yes. And I love how she said this book is not just for people in the childcare industry. It's for those who want to become part of it, as well as those who may be parents who want to know, hey, like you may be on the outside thinking, oh, they're watching my kids, but it's bigger than that. It's deeper than that. We go in with social, emotional. We're teaching them learning. We're teaching them about STEM. We're teaching them how to deal with their feelings and emotions. We're teaching them how to make decisions. So I love that. Now, my next question, Miss LaJoyce, this is for a tip. I'm going to say the title of your chapter is called Building Brighter Tomorrows, the Journey of a Child Care Center Director. So my question for you is, what is one way for teachers or educators to make sure all kids with different needs feel included and happy in a child care center?
Well, that's a good question. I'm glad you asked that question. My answer to that would be you pretty much have to make sure, the teachers have to really make sure that they get to know each and every child of different, whether they disabled, whether they have, not sorry, not disabled, disability, whether they have just regular a regular child. But they all have to make sure that they get to know that child, get to know the parents to see what we can do to make sure that that child will be comfortable and make sure the child is happy so that when they do return back to if they done left and they had a rough day, but they can come back and they are happy and they will really want to stay there and get to enjoy just being around the other kids and just have fun with the other teachers.
I thank you for that. Like Mr. Joyce said, getting to know the child is making sure if that child have like a different need or a special need, as you get to know that child, you're able to accommodate, make those accommodations so that that child can feel included in the classroom with its peers versus being put to the side. So I love how she said, making sure that her not only she understand it, that the teachers in her center understand that we need to make whatever accommodations that we need to so this child is part of our daily routine. Thank you, LaJoyce. Now I'm going to pop back up. Don't let me forget you, Miss Sharon. To I see Miss Shanique. Can you introduce yourself
Hi, I am Shanique Sellers.
and tell us who you are and what you do and who you
Oh,
serve?
sorry about that. I own and operate a licensed in-home preschool in North Chesterfield, Virginia.
Thank you. And I'm going to stay right here with you for a minute. Don't go nowhere. So my next question is my next question is why did you say yes to being a part of the project?
I said yes because I felt like it was a great opportunity to share my story. For me, just taking that time to reflect about my own journey, the choices I made as far as the career choice, what it took for me to get here, just thinking about where I want to take my business. I just thought it was a great opportunity to put all of that into a project and be able to have the opportunity to share it with other people and just be able to look back on it for myself and just be able to share it with others.
Thank you for your yes, Dan. Did y'all hear that? She's also a family day home owner as well as myself. We both own a family day home, a preschool. And we're here on this project collaborating together because my journey is not her journey and her journey is not my journey. And we both have expertise, skills, and tips that we can bring to the table. So thank you so much, Shanique. Glad you made it in. Yeah, I'm going to
Yeah.
pop to Sharon, then I'm going to pop back to you. So, Sharon, the title of your chapter is Passion and Purpose. The Journey is Real. With that being said, can you tell us one tip on how to navigate challenges in fostering both cognitive and emotional development in early childhood settings?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So we already know from Yolanda that relationship is